The first question that I have for you is, what first impressed you about Grandma? You know, what,
It sparked your interest.
yeah.
Well, I guess we really got acquainted in mutual. We were both in a play. I don't remember what the
In the
play
choir.
was at the
In the
time, but we
choir.
sang
In the
a
choir.
song together. He who has clean hands and a pure heart. And then we went to a number of dances, and her personality, she was good company to be with, and I think we both enjoyed the same things. We had both from the farm and had a great deal in common. And she was a good-looking young chick at the time. So I guess that
Young chick at
was one
47.
of the things that attracted me to her.
All right.
Okay, should we ask the same thing of Grandma?
Yes. You're asking me the same thing?
Yeah.
Well, he looked so clean, and he was a gentleman, and fun to be with. Like he says, we could talk about the farm, and we like to go to dances and shows, and Ned was wanting someone to help him on the farm very badly.
Okay, I've got another question for Grandma. What's your first memory of Grandpa?
My very first memory was before Ivan died. Of course, he was out, you know, he farmed by remote control.
Who did?
Out in the hills, and me and the boys did the farming. And and we always had to hire someone to cut our hay and grain and rake it. And we could haul it ourselves, but we had to hire someone to do all those things. So we hired Loren and his brother, Lyndon, cut our hay and grain this one year, and then it was several years after that, but that's the very first time that I, other than going to dances with a married group, he would come to the dances and dance with us.
Okay.
I really never thought too much about him, only just, you know, as a bachelor.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay, Grandpa, when did you first start dating? Tell us about that.
the first one was the Golden Green.
The first date, I guess, was that Golden Green Ball. I believe I took you home that night, didn't I? After.
You may have come back.
But
You could have come back. I know that night you asked me to go to the
Anyway,
Golden Green Ball.
after that, after dancing that night, we made a date to go to Cleveland to a green and gold ball. And from that time on, we dated pretty steady.
Okay. Okay, what do you remember the most about your early married years?
Well, we came here to Salt Lake and we were married in a temple for a time only. And the fellow that stood in with us as a witness at the marriage was a fellow from Farron that went to school at the academy in Castledale that I knew. And he wanted someone to go in business with him, so we got together and went into business, and I stayed in Salt Lake, and Orilla went back to her job in a courthouse in Castledale, in a week or so, she came up to Salt Lake and we looked around for an apartment, moved up here, and we've been living here ever since.
Hmm. Grandma, what do you remember about the early years of your marriage?
Well, I was working as the county recorder, assistant county recorder, and when we got married, we came up to Salt Lake, and my mother, we told her we were going to get married, so she asked someone to marry us at the temple, and she rushed us over to the temple, and this fellow was there ready to marry us, and then we stayed in Salt Lake that night, got up early and went to California to see his brothers, stayed there one night, and come back home. And I went on working, and he come right, like he said he had met this fellow in the temple, and so he came right to Salt Lake 2 days or 3 days after we were married to get this job. And I thought, heaven's sakes, here I am, living here alone again. And so I decided I might as well come up here and live with him if he's going to live up here. But and along with that, see, Hope was living in Provo, and when he asked me to marry him, I said, well, if I get married, I want to move out of Castledale and move up to Provo or someplace.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to stay in Castledale. And so he was thinking of that too, and so he thought, well, that'd be just, we might just as well move away. And he had a farm and a home, and see, and so did I there,
Mm-hmm.
a farm and a home. And so everyone thought we were crazy to, both of us, give up our farms and homes and come up here, but it was a good thing.
Mm.
Looking at twins this time.